من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So yesterday we completed this dua. Inshallah we just revise it briefly and then we go to today's lesson. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-hammi wal-hazani wal-ajzi wal-kasali wal-jubni wal-bukhli wa-dala'id-dayni wa ghalabatir rijal. O Allah, indeed I. You see, Auzu was today's type 3 of Baba Juf. Ada Ya'uzu. Alif changes to Waw and Zabar changes to Pesh. So it's a special case of Bab Nasara, a variation of Nasara. O Allah, indeed I seek refuge with you from anxiety and grief and weakness and laziness and cowardliness and miserliness and burden of loan and dominance of people. So inshallah we will learn a new dua today. So if you haven't memorized it already, you should. So it covers a lot of ground. There are so many things we are asking for Allah in this dua. So memorize it and memorize its meaning also. So it's important to know what we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So next dua is Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an wa rizqan tayyiban wa amalan mutaqabbala. You can break it down into 3 parts, inshallah. Allahumma inni. So what's the difference here? Nothing. Allahumma inni, Allahumma inni. O Allah, indeed I. Inna is made up of again 2 words, inna plus ni. Indeed I. As'alu plus ka. So ka is separate. As'alu. What this could be? This is a verb. I can tell you this is a verb. Is this Madi or Mudare? What are the chances? Anybody?
Mudare.
Mudare. Why you say it is Mudare? What is the indication?
It starts with an alif.
Starts with a hamza with a zabar on it, right? Yeah, like on Mudare side, the first word starts with a ya, second with ya, third with ta, fourth also with ta, and the fifth starts with a hamza with a zabar on it. So when you see a hamza with a zabar, it's likely it could be a Mudare and the fourth word in the Mudare column. If it is the fourth word in the Mudare column, what is the inside doer? Is it he, they, you? What is it?
It's
I.
I. Yes, the fifth
I.
word and it's I.
I. So without even knowing the meaning, so far we haven't talked about the meaning yet. We don't know what its meaning is. But just by looking at the word, the way it is formed, we know 2 things already. It is a mudare. And number 2, the inside doer is I, right? So 2 things we know already, and we don't even know the meaning. And this should happen for most of the words that we have already learned. If you don't know the meaning, at least you should know what is the inside doer and is it Madi or Mudare, right? So now we know the inside doer is I and it is the fourth word in the Mudare column. Now it is As'alu. As'alu. What could be the chapter now? Likely. What are the options?
Sa'ala.
It could be Sa'ala Yas'alu.
Yeah.
Could this be Sa'ila Yas'alu, like Samia?
No.
Why no?
Because the pattern is not same.
Samia yasma'u, yasma'una, tasma'u, tasma'una, asma'u. Same thing. So if you don't know what the first word is, there are two possibilities. This could belong to Bab Fataha or Bab Samia. Would you agree or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fataha yaftahu, Samia yasma'u. So sa'ala yas'alu, sa'ila yas'alu. Because mudare is the same for Bab Samia and Bab Fataha. So it could be one of the two chapters, Bab Fataha or Bab Samia. So you should be
Bab
able to.
Fataha.
Sorry, what are you saying, Tanjin?
I said Bab Fataha.
Yeah, it belongs to Bab Fataha. That is correct. But I'm just looking at, if you don't know what chapter it belongs to, just by looking at the pattern, you should be able to figure out or narrow it down to two chapters, Bab Fataha and Bab Samia. And then by practice, by when you know more, then you realize that it is from Bab Fataha, not from Bab Samia. So Sa'ala, he asked. Sa'ala, sa'alu, sa'alta, sa'altum, sa'altu, sa'alna, yas'alu, yas'aluna, tas'alu, tas'aluna, as'alu, as'alu. What's the meaning? Sa'ala means he asked.
I ask.
I question.
I ask. Ka, you.
I ask you.
I ask you. I ask you for what? Ilman. What is ilm?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. What is it? It is madi, mudare, amr, nahi, fa'il, maf'ul, or masdar. Masdar. And what's the first word? We already know this word already. Alima ya'lamu bab.
Samia, yes.
Bab Samia. So what is this? Is the masdar, and the chapter it belongs to is Samia Yasma'u, and the word will be Alima Ya'lamu for this one. Okay. Ilm means knowledge. Nafi'an. What is nafi'an?
The master.
It is a masdar. Are you sure?
مضارع.
Mudare. Anybody else? Nafi'.
Fa'il.
Ismul fa'il. Ismul fa'il. What's the first word?
نفع ينفع.
Nafa'a yanfa'u. Bab fataha. Nafa'a yanfa'u. Somebody do the TPI for me.
I can.
Okay, go ahead. Nafa'a.
Okay. نفع نفع نفعت نفعتم نفعت نفعنا ينفع ينفعون تنفع تنفعون أنفع ننفع أن انفع لا تنفع
Infa.
انفع لا تنفع انفعوا لا تنفع نافع نافع
Stop
نافع
here. Stop here. Stop here. You said nafi'.
نافع.
What's the meaning of nafi'?
Um,
Nafa, he benefited. Nafi',
the one who benefited.
the one who benefits someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nafa, he benefited. And nafi is ismul fa'il, the one who benefits.
The one who. Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree? Okay.
Yes.
So I combine these words now. Oh Allah, indeed I ask you. Ask you for what? Ask you for knowledge. What kind of knowledge? The knowledge that benefits. Nafi is the one who benefits, right? So let me do this again. Oh Allah, indeed I ask you for beneficial knowledge. We go to Nafi first and then come back to ilman. This is called Sifa Mawsuf. Inshallah, we will learn about it. In Arabic, the Mawsuf comes first and Sifa comes after. Otherwise, should be nafi'an ilman, like Urdu or English, right? But no, in Quran, it is like in English we say a big house, a big house. In Arabic, the style is a, a house big, a house big. This is how the Arabs speak. So that's why we translate nafi'an first and ilman after.
What
Allah,
does
indeed,
as'alu
I
mean?
ask you for beneficial knowledge. What was that? Wa and rizq. What is rizq? We have learned this word. You should know this word, all of us.
Provision.
Nasara yansuru, razaka yarzuku. Razaka means he provided. So what is rizq? Masdar. Yeah, this is a masdar. Rizq means provision. Tayyiban. Tayyiban. This is ism sifa. Tayyib. It means pure and good. Taba yatibu. Sara yasiru. Huh? It belongs to that chapter. And this is a derived noun. Tayyib, ism sifa. Tayyib means good and pure. Rizqan tayyiban, same rule. We go to tayyiban first and then come back to rizqan. Good and pure provision. Good and pure provision. Va. And amalan, deed. What's the first word for amalan?
Amila ya'malu.
Amila ya'malu. What chapter?
باب سميعة يسمع.
Yes, no.
All right, good. And what is this? Madi, Mudare, Amar, Nahi, what is it?
Master.
مصدر.
Masdar again.
اسم
Sorry?
اسم
Brother Rida,
مصدر
you
yes.
said something?
اسم مصدر اسم
Yeah, it is ismul masdar. Very good. Amal, deed. Mutaqabbalan. The one that is accepted. From Qubul. We know Qubul. Urdu speakers know Qubul, huh? From Qubul is mutaqabbalan. Mutaqabbalan is something which is accepted. Accepted. So if you give somebody a gift and that gift is accepted by the other person, so it means it is mutaqabbalan. So amalan mutakabbalan, same rule. We go to mutakabbalan first and then come back to amalan. Acceptable deed. A deed that is accepted. Accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a good deed.
So
So
amalan
let's
means
do
deed.
this. Sorry?
Brother Shabas, amalan means deed.
Deed. Yeah, deed.
Yeah.
Oh Allah, indeed I ask you for beneficial knowledge and good and pure provision and acceptable deed. So you can see here all level 1 was at play. Lot of level 1 here, right? As'alu level 1, ilman level 1, nafian, rizkan, tayyiban, amalan, they were all words from level 1. Now we are using the knowledge that we have gained, we have learned, and we are using it to translate and understand Arabic. Anusha, you have a question?
Isn't Tayyiban on level 2?
No, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Tayyiban is level 2. Thank you for correction. Taba yatibu. Yeah, you're right. So there are two other hands. Let me see what they are. Ayan, what's your question?
Can you repeat it one more time?
I will, inshallah. Brother Hamid. No question. Okay. So اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. Oh Allah, indeed I ask you for beneficial knowledge and good and pure provision and acceptable deed.
Brother Shabazz, is this the root word for amalan is amala or amila?
The first word is amila.
Mhm.
The first word is amila, bab samia. Amila ya'malu amal.
Right.
Amal is the master. Yeah, so this falls in bab samia.
So Amila is he did or he?
Yeah, he
Am-
did. He did.
So Amala is acceptable action, acceptable
Acceptable
deed.
action, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Any, yeah, acceptable action is good also. Like anything we do to get the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are saying that Allah may accept that from us. So that should be acceptable. So we do it in a way that it is acceptable. Jazakallah khair, brother Ijaz. Okay, so we have 10 minutes left. Next dua is very easy, but I think we can leave it for the next time, inshallah. We can do the whole dua, inshallah, the one which is on this slide right now. So let's go into the breakout rooms, and we can practice both duas. So if one is not sufficient for practice, we can practice both of them.